Madam Speaker, I ask unanimous consent that all members may have 5 legislative days in which to revise and extend their remarks and insert extraneous material on the bill under consideration.
Without objection. The gentlewoman is recognized.
Madam Speaker, I yield myself such time as I may consume.
Without objection.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Sexual assault in the military is maiming our troops. These aren't my words. They are the words of General Raymond Odierno, the Chief of Staff of the Army. He likened military sexual assault to other serious threats that our troops face downrange. The threat of sexual assault in the military is real. The wounds it inflicts on our service members are also just as real. I introduced H.R. 1864 with my colleague and tireless advocate, Congresswoman Loretta Sanchez. The bill on the floor today is the product of a lot of time and hard work. I remember sitting in the House Armed Services Committee hearing and becoming shocked as I learned firsthand about the widespread abuse at Lackland Air Force Base. I remember thinking that our brave service members deserve so much better and that those in charge deserve to be held accountable. After that hearing, I went to work. And the bill we're debating today is a true bipartisan, bicameral reform that gets to the heart of this issue. It does so by addressing the challenges of sexual assault underreporting that has become too common in the military. The Pentagon estimates that there were approximately 26,000 victims of sexual assault last year. However, only roughly 3,600 victims actually filed reports. Many individuals don't come forward because they don't have confidence in the military justice system. Others don't come forward because they fear reprisal or they believe reporting another service member will negatively impact their own career. This lack of reporting, for whatever reason, demonstrates that we have a real problem. Before we can truly understand the scope of sexual assault in the military and how to best confront it, we have to find a way to encourage more victims to come forward. We have to find a way to empower the victims and restore their faith in the military justice system, and that's what this bill does. H.R. 1864 strengthens existing military whistleblower protection and seeks to remove many of the fears and stigmas that deter reporting. The bill requires an Inspector General investigation into suspected retaliation in response to allegations of sexual assault. This bill also seeks to help create an environment in the military where victims feel safe to come out of the darkness and to report these crimes of sexual violence. It's reported that 62% of the service members who experienced unwanted sexual contact felt as if they were being retaliated against in one form or another. This is completely unacceptable. Troops who have sacrificed so much for the cause of liberty should not be subject to reprisal after having just been subject to the emotional and physical pain of a sexual crime. H.R. 1864 is good policy, and the urgency of this issue demands that this Congress act today. Let's be a voice for the countless victims who have already come forward and for the countless more who are still unknown. Let's send a clear and resounding message to the Department of Defense and to those preying on our troops that this type of behavior will no longer be tolerated. I ask my colleagues to do the right thing and join me in supporting this much-needed measure, and I reserve the balance of my time.
The gentlewoman reserves. The gentlewoman from California is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker.